Let us discuss electric potential due to a system of point charges. Electric potential due to a system of point charges. You know potential due to a point charge Q at r distance away, it is given by V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. If we consider a system of charges, point charges, and if we want to know potential at a point, then at that point there will be potential due to each charge in the system, and potential is a scalar quantity. So net potential at that point, it will be algebraic sum of potentials due to individual charges at that point. Consider a system of n point charges. Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on, Qn. Say this is a system of n point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on, Qn. And say this is ith charge Qi. And we want to find potential due to this system of charges at a point, and that point it may be inside the system or it may be outside the system. Say point is here, this point. So at this point P, there are electric potentials due to each point charge, and net potential, it will be algebraic sum of potentials due to each charge. That is electric potential. It also obeys principle of superposition. And here one important thing is that potential is scalar, so it is easier to add algebraically to find net potential due to the given charges in the system. So net electric potential at point P due to the system V is equal to V1 plus V2 and so on plus Vn, or you can say summation Vi. I vary from 1 to n. Here Vi, it represents potential at point P due to ith charge. and you can say Vi it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Qi divided by Ri. Here Ri it represents distance of this point P from ith charge. Ri is equal to distance of point P from ith charge. And Qi, it may be positive or negative. So here we should put a value of Qi with sign. So V is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n. Here there are n charges. So this I, it varies from 1 to n. Qi, this is the charge on ith charge particle including sign, and Ri, it is the distance of point P from ith charge, and I varies from 1 to n. So using this equation we can find potential due to a system of point charges at a given point. Let us see electric potential due to an electric dipole. Electric potential due to an electric dipole. You know, electric dipole, it consists two equal and opposite charges at some distance apart. Consider here an electric dipole say two charges minus q and plus q at two a distance apart. This is the midpoint of the dipole. Say this point is A, this point is B, and this midpoint is O. And we want to find out potential at a general point P. See this point P. At r distance away from the midpoint of the dipole. So here at this point P, there are potentials due to these negative and positive charges. So distance of this point P from this negative charge, this is R minus, and distance of point P from positive charge, say it is R plus. So consider an electric dipole of dipole moment P vector net electric potential at point P due to the dipole V is equal to, dipole has two charges, negative and positive. So at point P there are two potentials, potential due to this negative charge and potential due to positive charge. Potential due to negative charge at point P, so this is V minus, and potential due to positive charge, say it is V plus. So net potential, it is algebraic sum of the two potentials. Now V minus, you know potential due to a point charge, it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. Here V minus, it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This charge, it is minus Q divided by distance R minus. Actually this charge is minus Q and this is plus Q. Minus Q charge plus Q charge. Plus potential at point P due to plus Q charge. So it is how much? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught plus Q, or simply Q divided by R plus. So we can simplify it. It is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q, and in bracket 1 upon R plus minus 1 upon R minus. Or you can say this. Some molecules, they are in dipole form, and you know that size of molecule, it is very small, and if our point at which we want to find potential, it is far away, then in this approximation, point is very far away and dipole is very short. In this case, these R minus, R plus and R, these three lines, they are approximately parallel to each other. Here you can see dipole moment vector of this dipole. It is taken along dipole axis from negative to positive charge. So this vector, it is P vector. P vector. And P vector, it is making angle theta with position vector of this point P. Here Here you can see in this figure, this distance this is R minus R plus. Here we are making another figure. See, this is dipole. It is the midpoint. If point is very far away, in that case, these three lines, they become parallel if point P, it is far away and dipole, it is short. So here in that case, this is dipole moment vector P vector. P vector. This angle we have taken theta. Now since these are parallel, these three lines are parallel, so you can see this angle, this is also theta. P vector is this one. And this distance is 2a. Distance between these two charges, it is 2a. So here we are considering approximation. If dipole is short or point P is far away, that is R is much greater than 2a. In comparison, this distance 2a, R is much greater. In this approximation, these three lines, they are approximately parallel, and here we can easily solve this relation. So here you can see, in this case, point is this distance is R plus, this is R minus, this is R, and this gap R minus minus R plus. In triangle ABC, cos theta is equal to AC upon AB. So AC is equal to AB cos theta, and AC is R minus minus R plus. AB is equal to 2A cos theta. Moreover, R minus is approximately equal to R plus, and this is approximately equal to R. So R minus into R plus, this product, it is approximately equal R square. Now from this equation, V is equal to, we have 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, R minus minus R plus, it is equal to 2a cos theta. Q is also there, divided by R plus into R minus, this is R square. So it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, 2a q. You know it is magnitude of dipole moment, cos theta divided by R square. We have this expression for potential due to an electric dipole. This is applicable if dipole is short or point is far away, that is R, it is much greater than 2a. And from this relation you can see, if theta is equal to 0 radian, theta is equal to 0 radian, this means point P, it lies on dipole axis. Then cos 0 you know 1, so V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square. If theta is equal to pi, theta is equal to pi, this means point P, it lies on dipole axis, but it is below minus q charge. In this case, cos pi it is equal to minus 1. So you have V is equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square. If theta is equal to pi by 2, theta is equal to pi by 2, this means point P, it lies on equatorial plane. In this case, V is equal to 0. Here you can see potential is 0 at each point on equatorial plane. So equatorial plane of an electric dipole is an equipotential surface. Moreover, you can see potential due to dipole, it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. You have seen in case of point charge, potential, it is inversely proportional to the distance of the point from the point charge. Here, in case of dipole, potential it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance of the point from the midpoint of the dipole. Moreover, you can see potential, it also depends on theta, angle between position vector of the point and dipole moment vector of the dipole. Let us calculate electric potential due to dipole by another approach. So consider an electric dipole. Minus q and plus q charges separated at 2a distance apart. O is the midpoint of the dipole. Minus q charge is situated at point A and plus q charge at point B. We want to find potential at general point P. So this is point P. Point P, it is at r distance away from the midpoint of the dipole. And this distance of point P from minus q charge, say this is r minus, and distance of point P from plus q charge, it is r plus. And angle between position vector, this is position vector, say this vector is r, angle between position vector of point P and dipole moment vector of the dipole is angle theta. Let theta be the angle between position vector of point P with respect to midpoint of the dipole and dipole moment vector of the dipole. We want to find potential at point P. So net potential at point P due to the dipole V is equal to V minus plus V plus, and V minus is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon minus Q upon R minus plus V plus is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R plus. So it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q 1 upon R plus minus 1 upon R minus. Say this is equation number 1. Let us calculate R plus 1 upon R plus and 1 upon R minus. Here you can see in a triangle OBP, R plus square is equal to R square plus OB is equal to A. So R square plus A square minus 2 RA cos theta. You know, if a triangle in a triangle, say ABC, this angle is A and BC side, say it is equal to A, AC side, say it is equal to B, AB side it is equal to say small c. So you know relation A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. If there is a triangle ABC, this angle is A and opposite to this angle side is A and other sides they are B and C, then you have this relation A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. So here in triangle OBP, R plus square is equal to R square plus OB square, that is A square minus 2RA cos theta. So this is equal to, here we take R square common, so 1 plus a square upon r square minus 2a upon r cos theta. If r is much greater than a, in this case r plus square, it is approximately equal r square 1 minus 2a upon r cos theta. Since r is much greater than a, so a square upon r square, it is much less than 1, and it can be neglected here. So you have this relation. Now you can find out 1 upon r plus square is equal to 1 upon r square 1 minus 2a upon r cos theta. So 1 upon r plus is equal to 1 upon r one minus 2a upon r cos theta to the power half. 1 upon r plus is equal to 1 upon r 1 minus 2a upon r cos theta to the power minus half. One upon r plus is equal to approximately equal 1 upon r. Now here we can use binomial theorem. So this power, it gets multiplied here, so it becomes 1 plus a upon r cos theta. So this is how we have obtained 1 upon r plus is equal to 1 upon r in bracket 1 plus a upon r cos theta. Similarly, 1 upon r minus, it is approximately equal 1 upon r 1 plus a upon r cos pi minus theta. You can see when we calculated r plus, then there was angle theta, and when we calculate r minus, then in triangle OAP, this angle is pi minus theta. So here we will have pi minus theta. So it is approximately equal 1 upon r 1 minus a upon r cos theta. Cos pi minus theta is equal to minus cos theta. So we have this equation number 2, this is number 3. So from equations 1, 2 and 3, we have V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q. You can put value here. So 1 upon r plus, it is 1 upon r in bracket 1 plus a upon r cos theta, minus 1 upon r minus, it is 1 upon r 1 minus a upon r cos theta. So this is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q. You can simplify, so it becomes 1 upon r minus 1 upon r cancels out, a upon r square cos theta plus a upon r square cos theta. So it becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2qa cos theta upon r square. And it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2qa, you know it is the magnitude of dipole moment vector. So p cos theta upon r square. So we have V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta upon R square. You can also write like this: V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P vector dot R cap. Here R cap, it is a unit vector in the direction of vector R. So you can see P vector dot R cap vector, it is equal to magnitude of P vector, that is P, into magnitude of R cap, it is 1 cos theta. So this is P cos theta. So P cos theta is equal to P vector dot R cap. R cap is unit vector in the direction of vector R. So you can write V is equal to this relation. And here you can see dot product. So potentiality is scalar quantity. And again you can see if theta is equal to 0 radian, cos 0 is 1, then V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square. If theta is equal to pi, cos pi, it is minus 1, so it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square. If point P, it lies on dipole axis, then V is plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square, or it is minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square. If it is on the arrows side of positive charge, then there is plus sign. If it is below of negative charge, then there is minus sign. If theta is equal to pi by 2, theta is equal to pi by 2, that is point P, it lies on equatorial plane, then V is equal to 0. You can see at all points on equatorial plane potential is 0. Hence equatorial plane, it is an equipotential surface.